A lot of people believe that they are lazy, but in actuality, you just burned out. With my 25 years of coaching, I've seen it all, I've heard it all, and I just want to say a lot of you are not lazy, you are just burned out. And this is 7 signs that you are burned out, not lazy. Stay tuned. I want to get straight to it. Number 1 is living on autopilot. That's kind of like when your body is there, but your mind is just somewhere else completely. I know I experienced it when I opened a Greatness Cafe. It was a mental health cafe, and it was about having conversations with people about what they were going through in life. And all this was really what I was doing to help the community. And in doing so, I didn't realize after you do hundreds of sessions and people coming in to get smoothies and sandwiches that I was kind of on autopilot. I didn't even realize it till one day I'm cutting chicken at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, what day of the week is it? I didn't even know what day of the week it was. So that's something that we got to look out for is, are you living on autopilot? Because that is a sign of burnout. Sign number 2 is procrastination. This is more like emotional exhaustion opposed to being lazy. It's to a point where you don't do things that you even like doing. That's a good sign about procrastination because you don't even mind doing the task. It's just you don't feel like it. It's like you being burned out. I remember one time when I was so burnt out in college where I tried to talk to this girl. I tried to get her number and whatnot. I got her number and I didn't realize it, but we were supposed to go out that Saturday. And I remember not feeling like going because I didn't feel like getting up. I was like, I got to drive. I got to go out to dinner. So, I was just lagging so far behind that I was hoping that she would cancel. And this is a girl that I thought I liked at the time. So this is one of the things about procrastination is that a sign of it can even show you when there's things that you want to do or you like doing and you still don't feel like doing it. That's really what it is. It's not laziness. It's just a procrastination behind that mental exhaustion. Sign number 3 is restless sleep. Even when you are exhausted, you can't even get to sleep. That's a sign you are burned out. It's times where I've been laying in bed and I'm flipping on this side, I'm on this side, I'm spinning around, I turn the TV back on, I turn it off, I'm on my phone. It's just I cannot get to bed although I am tired. But the thing about burnout is even when you do get some rest, you can wake up even exhausted because of that day. I don't even feel like going to this job. I don't feel like doing this. The thing about burnout is once it hits you and it jump on you, it's showing up in all these signs like restless sleep. But make sure if these signs align with you, you're not lazy. Sign number 4 is endless scrolling. Just going through your phone, going through your phone, going through your phone. This is kind of like a self-soothing thing to kind of take our mind somewhere else because we're feeling that burnout. But I had to say this. One time I was embarrassed. I looked at how many hours I was on my phone scrolling, looked at my Facebook and looked at it was like 6 hours. Now that's embarrassing. Now it is for me. I don't know what y'all doing, but for me that was embarrassing. So I had to put a plan in place where you could it automatically kick you off an app or whatnot when you on it for so long. So I'm like 15 minutes, throw me off. Because there's no reason for me to be on the phone for 6 hours because that attributes to even more burnout, even though you think it may be just taking your mind somewhere else. It's kind of crazy how that happens, where you feel like you're actually taking some time off in recovering, but we participating in an act that was going to give us more burnout. So watch that endless scrolling. Make sure you set something on your phone to stop you from being on an app that long. Sign 5, can't make decisions. And I mean simple decisions where it feels like everything is mental fatigue. For me, I'll know when I can't even decide what I want to eat. Where I feel like it's just too much. I don't want to think about it no more. I don't know. So I'll get to snacking a lot. It might be pistachios, might be dried mangoes. It may be a bowl of something. It may be Chipotle. Maybe I'll notice myself eating out a lot more when I just can't make a simple decision like what I want to eat. And I see it compound into other things as well, where I can't make a decision on business, or I can't make a decision on how I may even want to work out, if I even want to work out, or I can't make a decision. It's just be a whole lot of things where it's the decision fatigue. And that sets in when you're burned out. Not because you're lazy. It's just that overwhelmed of everything that we may be doing at that time, whether it's your job, whether it's raising your kids, whether it's whatever it is that y'all doing, you may feel that decision fatigue and you can't make a simple decision because you have so many other things on your mind. But once again, you are not lazy. That's just a sign of being burned out. Number 6 is neglecting self-care. That's one of those things that happen to us slowly. When you realize you haven't been to the gym, you haven't worked out the way that you would normally do, you haven't went on any walks, you haven't read any books, you're not looking at any of the food that you eat that might be healthy. I mean, you just got completely away from all your regimen that's keeping you healthy in the first place. That's always how I know when I'm burned out. When I look up, I'm like, I haven't went on no walks. I haven't read a book. I haven't worked out. I haven't done nothing. I just want to go home, get in the bed. I just want to relax, turn on TV and scroll and do all the things that can compound when in actuality, I know that the walk is going to help. I know working out is going to help. I know these things is going to help, but I'm so burned out that I don't even want to do it. So that's that neglecting of self-care that I hope you're not doing, but it is a sign. When you look up and realize you haven't been to the gym and you like going, or you look up and realize you haven't read a book, you haven't done anything progressive, and you normally are a positive, progressive person, that's a sign that you are burned out. You are not lazy because you would typically do it if you weren't burned out. And you may not even be aware that you fell off of this thing. So make sure you take care of yourself. Never neglect your self-care, because what can happen is it will compound on you and you'll look up and be like, man, I ain't been outside. I ain't did this. I ain't did this. And it only can make the situation of burnout worse. Number 7, canceling plans and isolating yourself. This is more about social exhaustion. If you get to a point where you get excited or you're happy when your friends cancel plans with you, you might be going through burnout. I've had that happen for sure when somebody called me and they're like, well, we was going to go out on Saturday, and then Saturday come. And I'm like, man, I don't feel like going, but I already committed. Then they called me and be like, oh yeah, that got canceled. I don't know if you still want to link up, but we can still. I'm like, oh no, it's all good. Okay. And I'm glad that it's canceled. I'm like happy. That's a sign that we are going through that burnout, because we love those friends. We even like hanging out with them. We like drinking with them, partying with them, whatever it is you like to do with them. And you enjoy that. But when you feel so exhausted that you don't even feel like doing the things that you like to do, so you want to cancel plans, you want to isolate, you want to be by yourself, you want to just watch TV. And I don't want y'all to confuse it, because sometimes we all want that, or we just want to watch a movie and chill with ourselves. But I'm talking about where it becomes habitual, where we notice the consistency behind it, where we haven't got with our friends or those things that we like to do plan-wise in months. You can look up and be like, I haven't even hung out with them in weeks or months or whatever it may be based on your schedule. But when you start canceling all your plans and isolating yourself, that's a sign that you may be burned out. Now I want to talk about the solutions. Could you relate to any of the 7 signs? If so, this is what we need to do. We have to build regimens. Like, even if it's in our schedule or go to your calendar, where we have to put things in place mandatory, because we all recognize our loop. We are all one big loop. Everybody recognizes their nature, where they can almost see themselves going into depression. They can see themselves getting happier. They can see themselves. And what we have to do when we're noticing these changes within ourselves is keep our consistency. So, like I said earlier, when I notice I'm getting far away from reading, working out, eating healthy, whatever it may be, and I don't even feel like doing anything, I know my energy returns in doing the things that we do love. Believe it or not, that's where your energy returns. So we have to mandatorily, implement that walk. We have to implement that workout. We have to implement that eating healthy or whatever it may be. And although that feels like the thing that burns us out even more, we know that's the thing that resets us. Whatever it is for you. Maybe it is playing a video game. That's fine. Maybe it is scrolling a little bit. That's fine. But we just don't want to overdo it. That's going to cause the more burnout to take us away from what's causing it in the first place, whether it's job or whatever it may be. So we got to make sure we restore the things that we love to do to give us that energy, whether it is having that conversation with somebody, whether it is having a coach, because some people don't know the root of why they feel burned out in the first place. So you hire a coach that can walk you through it and ask you the right questions. It may be going bowling with your friends on that weekend. And even when we don't feel like it, we end up doing it and it end up helping. I've been in that situation where a lot of times where I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like going out. I don't feel like, but then I go and it actually makes me feel better because I'm laughing amongst my family and friends. So I want you to keep that in mind where you didn't want to do something, but then you were glad that you did it. So with burnout, make sure that you keep your regimen in place. Eating healthy, walking, or whatever it is that you do that you know bring you joy. Everybody's solution will not look the same. I don't want you to look at this and say, well, he ain't say my exact solution. No, you still have to figure this out for yourself and what applies to you. But it is something that you do that brings you joy. And it just sounds so crazy to some degree because you like, I'm exhausted to a point that I don't want to do anything. And he's sitting here telling me that I need to do something. It sounds crazy. But yes, I am telling you have to do something because that's the thing that returns you back to your energy and your joy. Because you're already doing things that's causing a burnout in the first place. And those things that you are doing is stuff that you typically don't want to do. So when you put yourself in a position to do the stuff that you do like to do, it restores your energy. Make sure you like and subscribe and let me know which one of these did you relate to the most. I know mine, but I would like to hear yours. Thank you.